Hello. Good day fam. My name is Sunday Love. I live in Japan. I wanted to eat healthy but vegetables are very expensive here. When I saw the prices I said, nah, skip that. I'll grow my own. It was going well. But then it got too hot, and my cat decided to poop in every pot. So now a vegetable garden. I do not. Welcome to my journey of redoing my vegetable balcony garden.
Yo, is it weird that the thing that I love the most about this house, not all the beautiful rooms, not the gigantic kitchen, not finally having living room space, it's the balcony. I spend the most amount of time in my room that doesn't count on the balcony. It's still hot, but it's finally cooling down a bit, and I've been wanting to redo this so bad. I want to redo it before my family comes because, I don't know, it's like from the kitchen all the way to my bedroom, the entire front of the house, this whole wall is just windows that face outside, and the one thing you see is the balcony, which is very jank looking right now. She's been neglected. It's quite a mess. It's just like the soil gets on everything, and then Ducci, if I don't put something in all these pots, Ducci's like, oh, a new litter box, and she will poop and pee and everything. Y'all, look at this. I literally put a flip-flop in there last minute. I was running out the door, and I was like, I gotta throw something in here, because I'll come home and there'll be a turd. You will have turd cucumbers, which you don't want. So I just threw a little flip-flop in there before I left. Anyways, my goal this week is to clean up the balcony. We got a lot to do out here. The balcony was a huge mess. It took me so long to get all the soil cleaned up. But after I got everything cleaned up, next I had to pick up all of the floor tiles. So previously I had these wood deck tiles that I got from IKEA outside on the balcony. They looked great, but they didn't even last the year. They deteriorated rather quickly and they looked so bad. So I thought I would try to sand and then restain them.
Well, I was gonna sand the tiles, but apparently Ducci would like to be sanded instead. Ducci, can I use my spot I just made? That was not for you, Snooker.
Trying to figure out how to do this without making a mess.
60 grit.
I think that's pretty awesome though. I got the one that collects all the debris. So really, I can do this anywhere, I think.
I'll just do it outside. I don't need the bag.
If you're gonna get yourself a sander, definitely get I have another sander, but this is game changing. I mean, there's no mess at all. A couple of hours and some arm cramps later, I realized this is probably not a good idea. It would have taken me a really long time to sand and stain all of these. Plus, then I realized I'm gonna have the same issue that I had before, which is because they're made of wood and they're not like sealed for outdoor weather, they're just gonna deteriorate all over again. So then I decided I'm gonna go plastic. Not helping as always. Look how beautiful these are. Okay, outside I have some wooden deck tiles. They're so pretty, but they did not last long at all. Not even a year. I bought a sander and stain and I tried to restain them. They just don't. These are plastic and I have them in my bathroom and they have not deteriorated in the slightest. So I'm like, if you can withstand being wet and dry every 5 seconds, then these will probably last a lot better outside. So I got a huge box of these. But yeah, definitely worth it because they were the same dang price. Again, not helping. Just being cute. Right, it's support, right, Gucci? It's cute support. I love it. So the floor tiles, the cleaning, and all the other renovation related tasks I needed to do to make this balcony actually look good, creep, was only a part of this entire project. So while I was overhauling the entire balcony, I still had to maintain the vegetable garden. Not only did I have some crops from the previous season, I also needed to start planting for the upcoming season. Fall is around the corner and that is my favorite time to garden. Like, timing is everything when it comes to these vegetable gardens and I did not want to miss my window. Planted a bunch of different variations of kale. Now I'm going to move the seedlings into something a little bit bigger. They're not ready to go outside just yet. cannot wait to start eating. Right now I have a bunch of different leafy greens that are growing in the greenhouse that'll give me like a head start. I think I have like 6 different types of kale. A lot of it is dino kale, which is my favorite thing to grow and eat. And when I'm growing dino kale, I eat so much healthier. Like I'll just put kale in anything. Look at this. It's only been a few days and they're already too tall, touching the light. Look at that. Y'all, I stay doing some kind of experiment every single time I plant something. You can see which ones were raised a little bit higher. The ones closer to the light are way bigger than the ones a little bit farther. So I saw one, they had like this light situation. It was like way up here and I'm like, that ain't doing a dang thing. Like the closer you are, the better. And this is a great example.
Are you helping, Puff? Well, that's a good boy.
Although my vegetable garden is pretty small, it has made a huge improvement for my life. Not only do I eat a lot healthier, but also gardening for me is very relaxing. But like with any new thing, there's a bit to learn in the beginning. I was in a farming club in high school, so I learned how to garden a long time ago. It can be a lot of work, but I honestly enjoy it. It's just kind of crazy how such an enjoyable hobby can also be so rewarding. If you're interested in gardening and you don't know where to start, I have a beginner-friendly vegetable garden guide that you can download for free from my website, which I was able to create thanks to today's sponsor, Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for artists or entrepreneurs to succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or you're managing a growing brand, they make it so easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, or sell anything from physical products to digital content all in one place. I personally love all of their design tools and the AI software that can help you with writing. This has saved me so much time when creating blogs. If there's something that you want to create online, go to squarespace.com and you can sign up for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/sundaylove. You'll save 10% off of your first purchase of a website or a domain. Thank you again, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video. Just one seed grew into this tiny sprout, quickly grew bigger over time. It's still young, it's actually gonna get a lot bigger, and when it does, this one plant is gonna produce food for months. Alright, the biggest issue I have with the garden is the balcony floor has these gigantic like crevices in between whatever the flip this flooring is, and it is a nightmare. It's made that way for drainage so the water can drain if it ever like rains or anything. However, I'm out here gardening, right? And the soil gets stuck in these ridges and it clogs everything, and it's actually extremely difficult to get it out of these ridges. I finally got all the soil out of all of them and I picked up all the tiles and they left like an ugly permanent stain. Y'all, just when I say I'm not getting my deposit back, I'm really not. A nice little $10,000 if you're wondering. But yeah, I would love to prevent any further damage and also cover up these little ridges so that more soil doesn't get stuck in here. So I got this weed tarp off of Amazon. My thought is just lay this down and then lay down the tile on top of this weed tarp, and hopefully that will keep the soil on top of this. Wish me luck.
I don't know how this is gonna go.
I actually got 2 different colors. That one is too light, that one is too dark. They literally just don't have the perfect shade of brown. But I decided I'm gonna put the light ones here and the dark ones over there by my bedroom. I feel like this looks more garden-y. Looks like I gotta buy another box, because definitely don't even have enough for this spot, let alone way over there by the kitchen. But it does look a lot cleaner. Look what I got. see. Here we go. Y'all, I got these beautiful real stone tiles that I can put outside in the gaps. There's like a lot of spaces where these little plastic wooden things I got don't fit. So I was thinking something like crazy pave where I can cut any type of shape I need. This was supposed to be like a brown mix, but really I'm seeing pink. Like, y'all just be blind putting descriptions. Absolutely not. Bro, this is not mixed brown. This is pink. These are what in the color blind? You know what? It's just gonna have to work because I'm not taking it back. Kinda like it. I can't believe how beautiful those tiles made the balcony look. It turned out so nicely, and this flooring really needed the upgrade. It was the only new thing that I had to buy. Everything else just needed to be cleaned or revived. There was this crusty old table and chair that I had since I lived at my previous house. They were in a terrible condition, but I loved the style, and since it was made of wood, I knew they could be revived.
You're gonna get scared. Okay.
After cleaning and replanting the vertical herb garden, my wooden plant shelf was greatly overdue for a deep cleaning. After scrubbing away, sadly, the damage was beyond what a good cleaning could fix. But all the little detailed pieces would make sanding and staining this really difficult. I was ready to call it quits, y'all. The old me, the old American me, definitely would have thrown this away. But the current me, after nearly 10 years of living in a country that makes it unimaginably difficult and expensive to throw large items away, that wasn't even an option. In terms of product consumption, my life in Japan is way different than it was in America. I used to only buy the cheapest stuff I could find, and if it broke, oh well, it was cheap, I could just throw it away and buy another one. But life here in Japan forces you to prioritize the quality and longevity of products, and how to maintain and take care of those products so they last as long as possible and you don't have to throw them away. So the shelf was gonna take more work than I wanted to do, but there's nothing wrong with it. It wasn't broken, so shut up. Wow, I'm glad I did not throw this away. It looks good as new. I just sanded it and then stained it. The stain, I did have to do 3 coats, but looks good. The last thing that I did was fill in a few gaps with this leftover fake grass that I had, and I feel like this really tied everything together. So yeah, this is how everything turned out. I absolutely love it. Not only is the balcony once again pretty to look at, but also hopefully better equipped for gardening. Out of nowhere, it began raining for like days. But the garden is doing nicely and I managed to finish everything before my family arrives.